Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, how are my snipers doing today? You guys are doing fantastic. Listen, today we're talking about the one, the only, you guessed it, Turbo Toad token. Now, listen, ladies and gentlemen, the winners have been announced. So, if you are one of these three people, make sure to, reply back, check your DMs or however you got contact, because, ladies and gentlemen, you guys won yourselves a nice wallet, right? These wallets aren't cheap. I believe they're like 300 to 350 bucks a pop, right? So $1,000 worth of giveaways have been just given away. And look, we talked about it before. So if you didn't, enter the giveaway, then don't worry. There's going to be future giveaways. But look, ladies and gentlemen, right? We'll DM you from this official TurboToad token account directly. All right, please stay alert and watch out for scammers and etc. We can see already one of the people did reply. Another person replied, and yeah, so two of the people are already aware of this. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that is practically it in terms of the Turbo news, right? Turbo is posting every single damn day. And look, if you guys haven't noticed, they are posting memes that are classics, right? That have gone viral. So they're doing this right because if you know, right? This is from that one movie where he's like, where he catches something. It's Leonardo DiCaprio or some shit. So yeah. But look, man, they're posting every single day. They're still getting thousands of views per post, which is what we love to see. We also do have the world's first AI generated meme coin. Um, oh, sorry. I thought that I'm so sorry. I thought this was a video they were talking about that the video is the first AI generated, but yeah, they are the first AI generated meme coins. So, look, ladies and gentlemen, look, we can see that they have been creating more videos, and this is what I like. This is what I love. Right, seeing these types of gifts, seeing videos, because they always have the potential to gain more views, to be a little bit viral, or even actually go full on viral. Ladies and gentlemen, the time to get serious is now. The next few months are going to be the most crucial time of your lives. Okay. We're going to have crypto exploding, and this is the time to get a portfolio review. Right? You got to make sure you have the right cryptos. You don't want any old or dead coins, or you don't want anything that can give you little profits, right? So we provide a portfolio review. We've also been smashing it with the high probability meme coins. We hit an 11x, an 8x, and 5.5x in recent times. We also provide a weekly report on the crypto data, on the crypto analysis, and of course, ladies and gentlemen, on other altcoins as well. You get all this and a bunch more other benefits. Highly recommend joining the private community. Ladies and gentlemen, let's make some money. Look, ladies and gentlemen, we can see we are rank 170 out of all of the ranks, right? Out of the 9,467 active cryptos, 276 million market cap, 32 million volume in the last 24 hours. And if I go and check the amount of holders, we can see that we've been consistently rising, right? We have been consistently rising despite us, selling off in the last day or so. We can see in the last day we are 5.30% down. In the last 7 days, we're down 3.4%. And in the last month, we're down 9.36%. Now, we did say that the weekly candle was looking good, but if the Saturday and the Sunday were going to be weak, right? If the Saturday and the Sunday were going to be weak, then it would disregard this candle. Okay. So we can see that we do, or we even talked about the doji reverse candle, and then Saturday or Sunday was really, really weak. And, that's why it showed this weekly candle being the way it is. And of course, that being a rejection below this zone right over here. Now, I don't think we're going to go down too far. We talked about manipulation happening before the rate cuts. We know we're going to have massive, massive rate cuts, at least of 25 points, potentially 50. Now, 50 is not that likely, but, don't count it completely just yet. The federal rate cuts do, they do want to the Federal Reserve, they want to cut rate cuts, possibly another two more times after they cut it this time. So we should be seeing lots and lots of pumps for turbo and just the markets in general. I've already dissected in the private community what I know is going to be happening. We've gone over all of the charts that indicate, what is going to be happening and where everything is going to be over the next few months. As of right now, ladies and gentlemen, we have broke structure. We have broke structure. We did sweep some liquidity points. At this current moment, I have no other reason to believe that we will be going up a lot, right? We did break structure, and I do expect for us to kind of sell off the zone to then go a little lower to come back to this support once again. Okay, to come back to this support once again. Overall, right, you should have known this that we did expect manipulation. We did expect manipulation, and most likely the pumps will either start near the middle to the end of this week, or they might start next week. And yeah, I'm not too concerned. There's a high probability that we just, like I said, go off of this support over here, but also possibly go into this, weekly wick down here. But yeah, that is ultimately going to be it in terms of any crazy news. I personally, have been asked that, hey, are you still high on Turbo? And listen, I know some people, they don't make it through this much into the video or they don't comprehend basic English. And I'm not even trying to be rude, it's just how it is. But yes, I'm still high on Turbo because this sideways movement 4 months is not a coincidence. Okay. You guys, I know everyone wants to see these massive, massive pumps that just happen, for 2 weeks straight. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, everyone's panicking. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, to the moon, to the moon, to the moon. Like, dude, you guys gotta like relax. Like, just relax. This type of structure is what creates longevity and pumps. Okay. You guys just hate being a part of it, but in order to be making these insane gains, you have to be a part of it. Or, you just get in, and if one of those people, maybe you just get in now. Maybe you just get in when it goes a little bit lower, and then you just have the next few months be super, super fun, right? Timing is a lot, everything in these markets. Timing and understanding and knowing technical analysis and knowing a bunch of other stuff is everything. So look, people that are getting in now, they're going to have a blast, right? They might be a little bit in the red, but they should be seeing green very, very soon. Now I understand if I understand you having frustrations if you're up here, up here, up here, up here, up here, up here, even maybe, or maybe you just bought even somewhere down here, but you're just like, hey man, it's been so damn long. I understand that. I understand that. But listen, ladies and gentlemen, that is ultimately it. And no, scam is not a, sorry, Turbo is not a scam. If you think Turbo is a scam, you are a donkey, right? You're most likely thinking other cryptos are a scam. And then, I mean, if you look at any of the top 200, 300, most of them are legit projects with lots of upside potential. But that is it, ladies and gentlemen. I'm officially signing off. Love you guys so much, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Goodbye.